Hi, and you're watching Events to Watch with London Capital Group. Now taking a closer look at data releases and events scheduled for tomorrow, Friday the 29th of May. Now there's actually no major corporate announcements on the schedule for tomorrow, but it will be a fairly busy one in terms of economic data out of Asia and in the US. Now on the watch list we have a flurry of Japanese data all coming out overnight. That does include CPI, household spending, Japan's latest unemployment rate, and also industrial production. Now, price growth year on year is expected to be 0.6% from 2.3%, while the unemployment rate is expected to hold steady at 3.4%. The market to watch here will be yen crosses. Now at 6:45 in the morning, Swiss GDP figures for the first quarter will be released, and the market is expecting GDP to be flat quarter on quarter, having previously seen growth of 0.6%. Moving across the Atlantic and into the afternoon, oil prices will be one to watch when Canadian first quarter GDP figures are released at 1:30 p.m. Now, as expected, the Bank of Canada did leave rates on hold on Wednesday, but the Bank of Canada did note that a weak first quarter had raised questions about their southern neighbours' underlying strength. Now, this actually could imply that any material revision to the US growth outlook would lead to a change in the Bank of Canada's own assessments. Now, actually, more importantly, the second estimate of US first quarter GDP is going to be released at the same time. Now, first quarter GDP is expected to move from an initial reading of plus 0.2% to minus 0.8%, and that's blaming a wider than expected trade gap as one of the reasons cited behind the slowdown. Now, coming out at 2:45 p.m. will be US Chicago PMI, which was actually depressed during the winter months, but shot back solidly in April to 52.3. Consensus is for a rise in May to 53.0 as activity in that part of the US picks up. Following that, we also have University of Michigan confidence survey coming out at 3 p.m. Consumer sentiment is actually expected to inch up very slightly to 89.5. However, any surprise drop back here would show that confidence remains weak, and questions may actually start being asked about the outlook for household spending. Remember, all these US data releases, the markets to watch here will be US indices and US dollar crosses, but data coming out of the US as a whole at the moment will be closely watched. That's because it will hopefully give us some idea behind the Fed's thinking of the timing of the first rate hike. Now that's all actually the major events to watch out for Friday, but stay tuned to LCG for more market news and analysis. Goodbye for now.